What I'm working on here today is a Chrysler 200. It is running very rough. On highway speeds, it is flashing the check engine light and shaking all over. It is likely a misfire. We'll put on the scanner and find out if that's the case. So if you have a P0302 through 6 on these Chryslers, this happens to be the 4-cylinder. That corresponds the last number with which cylinder is misfiring. Okay, what we have here is a P0301. That happens to be a misfire on cylinder 1. Okay, cylinder 1 is over here, 4 is over here. So we're going to take the cover off the top here, take off the coil pack, and then check the spark plug. You're going to want to do this when the engine is cold. If the engine is hot, there's a great chance that you'll strip the threads out of your head, and you don't want to do that because this is an aluminum head. Simply take this plastic shroud here, just pull it straight up. We'll set that off to the side. Well, there is some mouse debris here and a damaged wiring harness. I'm going to take and vacuum out the rodent debris. Okay, so now we're going to go and take and remove this wiring harness here. There's a little special locking tab, this red one here. You got to push down and push it all the way back, and then depress the back of this gray part to get it off. So it's a little brittle. Actually, it's not in that great a shape. But we'll go ahead and take a look here, and we'll see if we can go and get one of these at the auto parts store, and if not, I'm going to go and try to repair that. Now, if this was the main course, this was their dessert, so number 2 needs replacing as well. Okay, going to strip back that insulation so I can make a splice. Okay, what I did is I took some compressed air, or some eye protection. I blew the top of the motor off there. Now I'm going to inspect the coil here in case we need to go and get one. It is a T30 that you're going to need to get this bolt out of here. All the coils removed. Again, wear some eye protection. Spray down here with some compressed air to get any dirt that's down in there before we remove the spark plug. Okay, I got a special spark plug socket that has a insert in there to grab the spark plug, and it is a 5/8. And I have it on a lock-in extension. Okay, this spark plug's pretty worn. There's a substantial gap there. We'll go ahead and put a new spark plug in. Okay, I purchased a new spark plug here. You're going to want to check the gap. It should be between 48 thousandths and 54 thousandths. So I have to open her up just a little bit here. Okay, I have the gap there set. This calls for a platinum spark plug. I'm putting a less expensive one in just to get it running. There's a lot of miles on here. I suggest putting the correct spark plug in. They're good for 100,000 miles. I'm going to insert it in my socket here and then go and thread it in by hand, and then I'm going to torque it to 20 foot-pounds. Okay, I got a salvage yard coil. I'm going to put that on there. Okay, got our coil here. We'll go and insert that on there. Put our T30 screw in there. Just want to snug this up. Don't go over tight on it. So now I got my new wiring harness here, connection. I'm going to go and splice that in to here. Okay, for the connector here, I'm using one of those solder type connectors with the sealant on the end. Okay, that one's done. I'll replace this other damaged one. We'll plug them in. And I think we got a running car again. Okay, got that other weather pack connector on. We'll go and put this one on here. Push that all the way on, and then pull that red tab forward. Tuck my wires down in here. Go and put that shroud on. We'll fire it up and it should be good to go. It is recommended that when you have a misfire, if you drive it for a while, there is unburned fuel that gets contaminated into your oil, so it's a good idea to change your oil. Okay, after you do your repairs, the check engine light will go out if that was your only problem.